All right, welcome everybody. My name is Ray from the OTR on the Rise trading community, and I'm going to fully break down how to set up your TradingView charts so that you can trade live with me every single morning, Monday to Friday, every single week, 9:30 a.m. and catch some of the plays that we catch. Right? We're basically going on a 4-week winning streak of green since the new year opened back up, and we are crushing it. All right. First thing you're going to want to do is go to tradingview.com. Once you do that, you're going to pop up a screen. It's going to look like this, right? You're going to click on the S&P 500. Then you're going to see a tab here that says open full charts. You're going to go ahead and open full charts. All right. As you can see, I have a customized chart open already for myself. And, you know, it has different color bars than you're going to have. You're going to have traditional red and green. And what I'll do is I'll show you that exactly. Apply defaults. All right. So you're going to have this exact screen up, right? And that's probably what I would stick with if I were you. I will show you my settings and you could actually change your colors to the colors I have. If it makes it easier for you to follow along with me on my live calls, perfectly fine. As long as you know which way is up, which way is down, then you can make money, right? Pretty simple. Okay, so the biggest thing that you're going to want to do when you first sign on to the charts, and you're going to have to look at everything here and start to figure out what is really necessary for you to look at, because there's a lot of information here and it probably looks just like a crazy chart to you right now, right? So first thing I want to teach you guys about is this: how I'm moving my chart up and down. Okay, so basically treat this like a zoom in on your iPhone or your Android, same thing. Use your mouse. You could toggle up and down on the wheel, and you can spread it out like this, how I do, make it skinnier, make it fatter, right? The other way you're going to do it is if you have a laptop with no mouse, you're going to hold down the mouse pad and you're going to zoom out on that just like the iPhone or Android would do to zoom into a picture, right? Okay. Now on the side, how you move it up and down and make these candles longer and shorter is you're going to hold on the side numbers and you're going to scroll up and scroll down. Pretty straightforward, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to direct your attention up to the top of the screen where it says 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and you're going to click the little arrow down beside it. What you're going to want to put on your favorites, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of 30 seconds because I don't need that. You're going to want to put on 1 minute. You're going to want to put on 5 minute, and then make sure that these stars are yellow. You're going to want to put on 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minutes, and really you just need 1 hour and 4 hours. So 1, 5, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour. Okay. Everything else you can get as you go. There's no need to overload your brain at this point in time. Now, I am going to show you how to make sure that you have the right watch list, basically the right ticker. So that's for me is S&P 500, which is ES as we trade futures. If you trade Forex, this works exactly the same way. You want to look for S&P 500 or US 500, depending on what broker you're using on your actual, broker. But as far as TradingView goes, it's S&P 500 or ES futures. Okay. Top right here, you're going to see this clipboard where it shows your watch list. And your watch list is going to give you all of the tickers that you want to keep on your board. We're going to go ahead and delete everything by using this garbage can here. Everything except for the S&P 500. Once you're done that, you're going to go up to the top. You're going to go to futures, and you're going to also add in NQ. You're going to go ahead and add in MNQ and MES as well. Okay. That'll give you micros and that will give you minis. Okay. If you don't know the difference between a micro and a mini is, you're definitely going to want to start it with micros. You could basically look that information up on the internet as far as how much each one is worth, stuff like that, or ask questions once you're on the live call. I'll be glad to answer those questions in depth. Okay. So now that you have all that set up and you want to maybe change your colors of your chart, go into settings, which is up here in the top right hand of your screen. You're going to click on that. You're going to look at canvas. For me, I have mine set as the black, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to black and green because that's what I have mine set at. You're gonna see all the settings that I already have up, okay? So my background is black, my crosshairs are white so that when you see my mouse on the screen, you could see this exactly, okay? Text is gray so that you could see my writing, okay? When it comes to symbol, I have these colors here set. Those are my set colors. If you wanna see it, actually, for some reason, it's not on that one. It should be on the rest. Okay, cool. So basically, this is where my green is, and then where my gray is, right? In case you wanted to copy that. All right. What's most important is gonna be these options here for when you actually take a trade, okay? When you wanna take a trade on TradingView, and I will make a separate video on how to paper trade within this, platform, but what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that, um, you get this all set up properly. So for me, I don't need the buy and sell buttons at the top. I don't need that. One-click trading, I generally click that on for myself if I'm trading on TradingView because it doesn't ask me for confirmation. Starting out, if you're brand new, obviously leave this unclicked for now. Make sure everything is right before you confirm your trade, and then you'll be good to go. You can do things like have an execution sound when you make a trade. See what that's like. I don't know if it'll give me that. No, it won't preview it at the moment, but anyways, it'll give you like alarm clock, beep beep, calling, chirpy, like a little bird sound, anything like that when you get in or out of a play. I don't have those on because, I don't need to hear when I'm in a play, I can see it. Right? Positions and orders, you want that clicked. Reverse button, it doesn't really matter. You shouldn't even have that up, to be honest with you. Profits and values, positions. I would put money for now, especially because you want to see your position on the screen and you want to see how much you're winning, how much you're risking, how much you're losing, all that stuff on the board. Execution marks is going to show you arrows of wherever you got into a trade and out of a trade. All right. So that's up to you. I personally keep mine off. So if I were to go to my actual charts, let me just get rid of this indicator. Go to my actual charts here, you can see everything that I have as well. Execution marks for whatever reason is turned on, but I keep that off. And that's basically it for your setup. All right. So now you're all good to go as far as trading goes, and you're ready to basically lock in on a strategy and then follow me live Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. DM me, drop a message in the comments, ask me how to join, and I'll get you all set up. All right? Peace out.